Okay, so we just quickly talked about a pumpkin spice group that we're going to be running. Liz is going to put together the group and let us know for that. Anybody else that wants to help, I think this would be a really great project for us all. We ran it last year. It's going to be, what did we just say? $35 gets them 6 Shakeology samples that cover shipping. And so you'll need regular Shakeology as well as the pumpkin spice, and we'll go into more details there. But it's a great way to get people on board, try out new recipes. And I did this last year and had a lot of people go through and purchase. They weren't actually able to purchase the pumpkin spice Shakeology because we sold out, but they were able to purchase the Shakeology. And this is a group that really does well. I usually every year do a pumpkin spice themed group, and it does really well because you either love it or hate it, but the people that love it, love it. So okay, so what I wanted to talk to you guys today about is I wanted to find out where you feel like your mental or any roadblock that you're having, like what it is. And we want to literally talk it out and help you. So I want you to be blatantly honest, because we're not here to judge you. We've all been in the same struggle. Maybe it's something like yourself, like I'm not using the time that I have wisely, and I find myself wasting time scrolling social media. This has been me this week. So I'm literally telling on myself, I've been so bad not doing the things that I need to be doing when I do have the time. So that's mine. I want you guys to, we're going to go through and each person and talk about something that you're struggling with, something that maybe you're being really negative with yourself. You're going to get it out, and then you're going to wipe it clean, and you're not going to worry about it anymore because we're not going to do it. So it's kind of like your confession. You'll feel better. You can stop being hard on yourself, and then we'll keep you accountable to what you need to work on. And then I also want you to share a win. So what's your roadblock, whatever you're kind of struggling with, so we can help you. And then what's your win? So I'll start with Priscilla. You want to go? Hold on. I think there you go. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, first of all, I feel like I don't have enough time in the day to accomplish anything. But
when you are, so Priscilla, for those of you who don't know, she's about to be 5 months.
6.
She's about to be 6. Oh, I still have not met this baby, and we live 15 minutes apart. I'm the worst friend ever. Okay. So she has an almost 6-month-old. So she's getting into a routine more. But so anybody that is on the call, like mamas that have also had this struggle, because we've all been there, put in the chat anything that could be helpful for Priscilla, because that's okay. And that's something we all struggle with. However, you are never just going to find those 30 minutes somewhere. You're just not. In mom life, it's not going to happen. So it has to be a priority. I know you already get up early to do your workouts. I know you get on with Felicia and Alicia. Does anybody else join you guys? Who else is in your crew?
Oh, there's a lot.
Oh, really?
Oh,
that's awesome.
Yeah, but I had to switch my schedule too a little bit.
So what we do in our morning is once we finish our workout, we stay on and we send some invites and we do some work right then. So feel free to be like, okay, finish my workout. I'm going to send 10 invites, stay on Zoom, and then I'm leaving. That's kind of my accountability to get it done. So if something like that would help, you're already down, you're sitting there, you're on your computer, go send your invites, your connections or whatever.
I do send the invites, but I don't know people don't really get on Facebook that much, the people I talk to. So I have to wait until they see it and respond, because I don't want to be back to back.
Right. That's hard. And anybody that you do have a phone number for, feel free to text them and be like, hey, I sent you a message. I guess you don't really check Facebook too much. I didn't want to blow you up over there. How are you doing? Just tell them you send them a message on Facebook. Guess you don't check it too much. Start a conversation. Not about the same thing, because they're most likely going to go to Facebook and check it. But start that conversation, just genuine, catching up kind of thing. And then you can flow into it.
And I have a few moms that I've reached out to, but I guess they say that they are busy, like so busy, and they don't know if they have time, which makes sense because I fight my time.
Yeah.
Uh, but I guess I get, you know, I always reply back with, I understand, I'm always here, because I don't want to make them feel like, I know you don't have time, but you got to do this.
So I love the feel, felt, found method. Anytime anybody gives me an objection, because it's a great way to still have empathy, but tell them what works for you. Girl, I totally understand how you feel. Sometimes I feel like I literally don't even have time to myself. But what I've found is I'm a better human because I've been getting up 30 minutes earlier to get my workout in. Even though it's really hard some days, I feel so much better. Would you want to keep each other accountable and we could be workout buddies together? Because what I found is I meet my virtual community, my girls, and we get on Zoom, and that's been one of the biggest things to keep me showing up is because I know they're waiting on me. Like, that is not like, you got to do it. That's, I hear you. I was in that spot. Here's what's helped me. Do you want
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what's a win for this week? I think I have the same shirt, by the way.
Do what?
I said, I think I have that same shirt.
No, I took it from you.
Oh, okay. That's my shirt. Okay.
I mean, for this win, I think I'm crossing my fingers, but I have a few people that are on the age of, okay, I get paid Thursday, and then we'll sit down and talk in order. So by the end of the week, I should have like 2 girls who have, in and placed an order because they're waiting to get paid tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. And so like tomorrow, what I would do is, hey girl, how you doing? I just found this recipe on Pinterest I wanted to share with you. I know you're so excited to get started with us, so I wanted to share this healthy recipe with you. What's on your meal plan for tonight? Like, not like, hey girls, payday, give me your money, but checking in, I see you, here's some value. What's for dinner tonight? Like something like that. Yeah. And Priscilla is officially Emerald this week. Yay. So wins. Yeah. She's been having lots of conversation. And also, do not be afraid to send us screenshots for us to help you with how to respond. We're happy to do that. You can, what would you guys rather for screenshots, in like the Elite Push chat or the group? Like, what would you rather? Or in the team page? I have that screenshots in the team page. And honestly, that's only going to help other coaches see that. So feel free to post it there. I marked it as an announcement. So it's like, hey, if you need help, post screenshots below. Feel free to do that. But yeah, use us, because sometimes like it's all about the wording. So until you really feel like you get the hang of it, Maddie used to message me all the time, and I would just, even if I didn't have time to type it out, I would voice message and she would type it out, and then she saved it in the notes section of her phone, so that she could use that for the next time. So that's so helpful. All right. I'm just going in order of people. Alicia, look at that little snuggle bug. What is your roadblock and what is your win? Oh, wait, let me unmute you. I got you. Oh, I think we did it at the same time.
I muted myself because he was freaking out. So, yeah, he, just a sidebar, he actually will be leaving next Wednesday. So yeah, prayers for us. But yeah, so he, he'll be going to be with his brother. So it's a good thing. But anyway, that was just a little side note because I just got the call.
I know that's hard.
Yeah. So I guess it's just like keeping people consistent as far as like signing them up and keeping them like on Home Direct and things of that nature. Like they'll it's okay. They'll buy, and then they'll be excited and they'll be doing it. And then when I come up to remind them, hey, did you want to keep going, with the Shakeology or whatever? they're like, oh, no, I don't want to do that. So it's just, that's kind of like my big struggle, is just kind of trying to keep people on board, I guess, with everything in
I will
general.
tell you that I am also a struggler with that. So you are not alone. Like diamonds get a year in review, and my average HD for a client is like 3.5 months, it was like 3 months or something like that. So that's an average. And because I have some lifers and a lot of people are just 1 month. But one thing that I'm not great at that I need to get better, like Liz said, is, are you sharing Shakeology recipes in your challenge group? And if you follow Shakeology, their Facebook page, there are so many good recipes. There's so many really great graphics. They do a really great job. And I just feel like I do not utilize that enough. So are you running your own challenge group with any of the girls, Alicia, or are you in ours?
No, I'm in y'all's.
Okay, so what I would love to do is, if you want to stay in ours for 1 more month before you guys maybe branch out, is maybe we can do a Zoom and plan our challenge group. And I really want to focus on nutrition and Shakeology in September, because I want to do something to really help people get results, and that's going to have to be nutrition. So maybe we can plan for that, and putting in more posts to help with stuff like that would be really helpful.
Okay, because I have even have other people that are like, they're all about their Energized too, but they don't want to get it they don't want to have it just automatically shipped. They're like, oh, I'll just call you and I'll just let you know when I need more. And I'm like, so I explained to them the advantage of getting it home direct, and
sometimes it's just not for everyone. I remember I was so against anything home direct. I hated everything home direct. I was like, this is a scam. I hate it. Not really necessarily with people, but everything before this, I was like, nope.
What does that mean?
Like auto shipment, like every month it's going to come to you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So like when I say HD, that actually stands for home direct. Same thing as auto shipment. But yeah, so sometimes it's just literally ingrained in people's brain that they don't want something like that associated with it. But the more that they fall in love with it, I'm hoping that I have some regular customers that will order and cancel and then come back and order again just because they hate it. They hate it. So you're not alone. But you will find people. The more that you talk to people, you will find lifers. You will find people that absolutely love it. And when I have people that are like, no, I have a whole bag left, so I don't need it. And I'm like, how do you have a whole bag left? Girl, drink 2 shakes. You have literally you can save money right there. Drink 2 shakes a day, a couple days a week. That's going to help you with your goals. It's going to help you with spending as much money. And also let me share you some Shako ball recipes and a Shako mug cake that is perfect for that evening snack or sweet tooth. That's what when people tell me they have leftover, I always am like, dude, drink 2 shakes a day. Simple, easy, done. And then we'll share that. Yeah, dessert recipes. Liz said, do a live to explain the advantage of consistency. I think that's a good idea. We should do that in our challenge group. I also want to do a little bit more lives and stuff. I'm like, full disclosure, I've been a really shitty challenge group leader this past 2 months. So my goal is to really plug into that. Crystal, I just got to work, have to log off. I'm struggling with time management, but working on it and being scared to go further. So I'm forcing myself to do a group and sharing recipes I need to do, but don't know how to go about it and when. Sometimes on a roll, sometimes I have no idea what to post or what to say for posting. So trying to get more focused and consistent, but how do you guys share the recipes on Facebook, on IG? Just throw it out there. Okay, so she'll watch the replay. How do you guys share recipes? I would say every Tuesday, or pick a day. Like I like to be like, oh, Tasty Tuesday, so that's what's coming. And just and I don't just share a link or anything. I'll go to the Beachbody blog, save the picture, save the ingredients in the recipe so that it's literally valued right there. So that's what I would say. I would just pick 1 day a week and be like, oh my gosh, I'm adding this to my meal plan for the week. Who else is drooling looking at this? And then throw it in. And you can also then just take that post and share it into your challenge group. One thing I did in a past challenge group that I haven't started in this one that was really helpful, I think it was the TB mindset group, so we were super focused on nutrition, but I had a unit section, and every time I posted a recipe, I saved it to the unit section, which was super helpful and super easy to implement in your groups. Okay. What was your win for the week, Alicia?
I had a couple of people that I've talked to about the workout programs and about the nutrition, and they've been like, no. But just this, they've come back and messaged me, not necessarily about what I talked to them about, but just about, hey, thanks for checking on me. Hey, thanks for, keeping tabs on me and pushing me to in whatever, So, I mean, I take that as a win, just because even though it's not about what I was talking to them about, it's still, they came back.
Right.
So,
right.
I've just been talking to them a little bit. So,
I mean, I love to use the example of people like Shayla, who watched me for 5 years. And honestly, like, she messaged me, and this is how it came about, because she's an example of somebody watching with my consistency. And Shayla messaged me and was like, you have a lot of like Beachbody program shirts. Have you done them all? And I was like, I had been following her, but the reason I didn't reach out to her was because I thought she was a coach. She was like killing her 80-day obsession journey, posting about it. And then I like got this message and I was like, wait, you're not a coach? And like, that's how it started. But it was because I was consistent and had Beachbody swag. So another reason to have Beachbody swag. But, and then there's other people, like I have a couple coaches, like Anna is a coach that joined us a couple months ago, and she'd been a client. I had been talking to her. She was on and off again. She did Beachbody. But like, I would check in with her, but like, no, I'm doing this at the gym. I'm good. I'm here. And like, literally it's been like 4 years of us talking too. So, I always like to remind, not everybody's going to sign up the day you talk to them. Just keep following up. It means a lot to people. I have people that are like, thank you so much. It means so much that you checked in with me. Sometimes people are having a really bad day, and that day that you follow up with them is going to mean everything to them. So that's honestly sometimes more important than a Success Club point, is just knowing that you're providing value to people. So,
and that's kind of what happened with this girl. She just messaged me and said, I haven't really been working out and I feel awful about it, but I wanted to message you about it because I wanted to message somebody that would care about what I was saying.
Aww, that's so sweet.
So yeah, so it was just something like that. And I've been talking to her for like 6 months, but it was just little stuff like that, I was like, oh, okay.
That would be really great to turn into a coach post. Like, you don't have to like put her on blast or anything, but be like, I got a really sweet message the other day from someone, and it just like, made me feel so good about doing what I do. And I'm so hard on myself sometimes, and I'm working on being the best version of myself. So it makes me really feel good that I get to do something and help others. Like, making that into a post is also a lot of people, especially like, I like to use Jess as an example. She's such a person that will do something for other people, like usually before herself. So for somebody like that mindset, reading that post might be like, oh, I would love to like be able to help other people, so I like to try to make different coach posts. It's not just about the money. Some people, like, that's not something that attracts them. So you have to kind of talk about all kinds of things. So good for you. Liz, okay, roadblocks, and like, ask us if there's something, if you're like really struggling and you just guys don't know what to do or what the disconnect is. Like, this is the point of this, is for you to be like, this is what I'm struggling with. I don't know what I need to do. And then your win.
All right. So my struggle is pushing for that final close and the final sale. I've got like 7 great conversations and people who are like, I know I need this. And I've tried like being like, well, girl, like, I totally get where you're coming from. It's tough to stay consistent, but if we do this together, I know, we can do so much better than on our own. And, I've tried like, and then now they're just not responding to me. So I sent a couple follow-ups today saying, today's the last day. So we're starting on September 9th. So today's kind of the last day to order and ensure that they'll get their shipment of everything by that date. So I'm just saying like, hey, it's the last day. I don't want to put pressure on you, but I just did one of the workouts yesterday and I know this program is going to get me results. And I'm so pumped about it. I can't wait to, just get started and, start seeing all the changes in my body and my mind. Are you on board?
Yeah. And I mean,
I don't want to like pressure them, but at the same time, like, it is the last day. I don't want people to message me like, next week and be like, oh, I can't get in time. I mean, obviously I would tell them just start anyway and without your Shaco and without the book. But,
yeah, no, I
you know,
think that's the right
I don't know what else to say to like get them. So I've been trying to like research on YouTube. Like I watched a video by Grant Cardone about like closing a sale and like trying to like use other resources. Cause I feel like, I mean, I've heard a lot of the same things and it's just not working.
Yeah, I actually just told Maddie I'm reading a book. It's called Sell It Like Sirhan. I don't know how to say his last name, but he's the real estate agent from Millionaire Listing, the Ryan dude. And it was funny because a 5-star elite coach recommended it, and I'm like, oh, I do real estate too. That's perfect. But she was like, this is great for Beachbody, not just real estate. So I'm doing that, kind of like taking a different look at it. And in the introduction, he was like, you know what made me super successful is that I have a bunch of balls up in the air. Like, it's not just like, okay, I'm waiting for this one thing to close before I close it up and start for my other thing. It's just like those people are in the works. Like, we want them to so much, and that's all you can do is follow up. Hey, it's the last day. Maybe it's next month. That is going to be the time that they do it. But we just can't put all our eggs in one basket. And it's like, they're so close. I know I have like 4 coaches like that are like this. Like, they are already great clients. They would get 25% off. It makes 0 sense that they haven't signed up yet, but I know they're going to. But I can't put all of my eggs in that basket waiting for these people to do it, because I know there's somebody that I could literally talk to tomorrow that's going to be ready in like the next 4 days to do it, because they're there. So some people are just going to take longer than others. So the biggest thing is to not stress so much about the people that aren't. If you're doing the things, you're following up, I wouldn't stress so much. The only other suggestion I have is that when I go in for follow-ups, I act like they're already going to be in my group. Like, that's how I talk to them. It's not like, I'm so excited for you. You're going to freaking love it. Seriously. Once you get started with us, I can't wait to introduce you to everyone. You know, I have a couple different times that I can hook you up with people to work out, and you guys can meet virtually if you want. But seriously, you're going to freaking love it. And the weekly meal plans have been so awesome. I can't wait to share them with you. Like, I talk to them like they are signing up, because I want them to already put themselves into that. Like, oh, this is going to be so much fun. I need to do this.
Okay.
But yeah, I think the follow-up you said sounded great. That's exactly like what I would do. The only suggestion I have that you may not be doing is talk to them like they're doing it.
Okay. All right. That's a really good suggestion.
And then if you have already asked them about their why or goals or things like that, sometimes in my follow-ups, I'll go scroll through, and their goal was to lose 25 pounds. Like, hey girl, I know we chatted last month and you had said that you really wanted to lose 25 pounds, and just wanted to see if you've had any progress with that and how you're doing. I'd love to be able to do it together. I've got X amount of pounds that I'm still working on, you know, kind of things like that, where you're like, you really listen to what they said.
Yeah, I like that too. Cool.
And what's your win?
My win is, so I have a challenger that's been doing Ultimate Portion Fix for 4 or 5 months now. She kind of got it whenever it first came out, and she's been doing awesome. I think she's down like 20 something pounds, but she didn't want to do a challenge pack because she didn't want to do Beachbody On Demand, because she's like, I just have so much weight to lose. I wouldn't be able to do the workouts, and you know, I can't do it. And I've been like I've been telling her, you can totally do it. Like, there's modifiers, she's like, I'm too big. I couldn't do it. Well, she finally like pulled the trigger, and she's doing Morning Meltdown with us, because I was like, there's 2 modifiers. You can totally do it. And I mean, if you can't do any of the moves, you can just move, like do whatever you have to do to just move for 30 minutes. And she is like doing it. And I'm so freaking excited, because I've been like working on her for a whole year. And it took her that long to do Ultimate Portion Fix. And now she's like, has enough confidence in herself to actually work out. And like, that's the part that's so cool, is like, I feel like I'm actually changing mindsets, not just like, oh, here's a challenge pack, like here's some Shaco.
Yep.
Like, I feel like I'm making a difference, and that's like huge for me.
I love that so much. And you're going to make a post about that, about why you love coaching this week too.
Yes. It's already like in my mind.
I've literally just been assigning things. I was talking to Heather this morning, and I was like, that's perfect. And you're going to go live about that today.
I was going to go live about that in my challenge group and not like drop any names, obviously, but just like how excited I am for Morning Meltdown, but also like how your mindset really can change if you put in the work and you believe in yourself.
I follow a coach that was like over 300 pounds and only has one leg. She lost a leg. I don't know if it was an accident or like an illness or what, but she is a Beachbody coach and she does the workout and she's, you know, very overweight and then only has one leg. So I can share her stuff. It was just her birthday the other day, so I could probably find, I can't think of her name off the bat, but I met her at a Super Saturday locally and she's just like such an inspiration. So I always like to like kind of follow people like that anytime I find them, so that when I have somebody that's like, it's like, that had that kind of excuse, it's like, oh, let me share you this person. Because when people see other people doing it, that's so much like motivation. Like if they can do it, I can do it.
I have a second win too. Can I share too?
Yes.
So I've been focusing really hard on networking and I have doubled my new followers this week.
Yay.
And so that's like huge for me. Because I've been putting a lot of energy into it. And you know, like the first couple days, you don't get a lot of refollows and like it can be disheartening.
Yeah.
Well, it finally like the dam broke and now like I feel like I'm actually gaining traction and like wanting to continue it. So that's like, and making really great connections. I've talked to so many like really neat people and like just started conversations. You know, they all don't sound like they'll go to challenge packs or clients, but just like some really cool people.
Yeah, I really enjoy like having conversations with people. Like they may not ever be a client, they may not ever be a coach, but you know, that's what it's all about, is just like leaving somebody better than when you left them. Like just focusing on that and not being like, I'm going into this for a sale. Go into it like to make a friend and good things will happen. And Liz hosted our new Coach Basics call this week. She did that last night. She did really great. You recorded it, right? Or did I?
Yes, and I uploaded it. I didn't go back and check to make sure the uploading worked.
Okay. I was like, oh wait, did I do that? I couldn't remember. So she did a really great job and we will share the recording. That is going to be, you can just use that and send that like in your welcome email with your new coach training. We just updated our new coach onboarding system. So I shared that. You can take a look at that. And that new Coach Basics recording is literally the call that Liz did last night. And the reason why Liz did that call is because she reached out to me and said, what can I do? I want to help you. I want to help this team and I want to be a better leader. So that was just like so cool. Proud of you. Does anybody have to hop off that needs to go next, or are we all okay? Okay. Maddie, do you want to do anything or do you want to just catch the recording? Do you have any wins or anything, roadblocks you want to talk about, or are you good?
I mean, mine's kind of like scrolling the challenge group thing. I feel like a lot of everybody's has been like things I've been thinking.
Okay. What's your win before you go?
Getting Josh on board, and then for challengers, my Success Club points this month, 2 came from people who I've been inviting since March to free groups. They've never done anything. And 2 came from people who just bought 3-month pods.
Yep. Maddie has been rocking her free groups. That's where she gets a lot of people.
Just seeing those things kind of pay off in the 3-month pod.
And she's at Success Club 10. So you go, girl. All right. Love you. See you later.
Bye. Thanks, guys.
Okay. Oh, I should have taken a picture while she was there. Jess, go ahead. Your roadblocks and your win.
All right. So my roadblock is a funny one this time. Well, I find it funny, but I was challenged this month to do my own team page, and realized that I have zero motivation to do anything for myself. So I have every motivation to do it for the BU family, and it sounds really stupid. So my win is a lot more emotional this time than, I guess, selling John Facts, but I'll do it for you, Liz. But I actually reached out to somebody that I know can help me, and I just actually got off an 1.5-hour crying phone call. And we're going to start this like 10-day thing to figure out why, because it's coming from my subconscious and we can't figure out why. So
how to turn that subconscious off to know that I do want this for myself, because I know I can do it. I know I can be a diamond. I know I can be a 5-star diamond. It's not a belief thing. It has something to do with this in here that's going nuts. So
Yeah, we're all a work in progress.
yeah. So. And then I hit my 500 followers. I know that's really bad. That's really
exciting. That's awesome. That's so exciting. So exciting. Well, good. Like, I just think that it's like it's such a already, even though it's something you're still struggling with, it's such a testimonial to how far you've come. The fact that you're like, I need help with this. I'm going to reach out to somebody that I know can help me because I know I need to do some internal work. So that's huge.
Like if you said I need you to do this for me, I'd be like, okay, done by tomorrow. But if I say I need to do it for me, it would take me 6 months to do it. So figure out why that happens. So
yeah, but also Jess made like super beautiful 6-week bod things for everybody. So that was awesome. Also because I asked for help. Like, okay. But they're really great. Yeah, so I will get those shared. I'll download the PDF and put those into our Google Drive because it'd probably be easier you can send it as a picture, but probably be easier to just send it as an attachment or something. So I'll
yeah, because there's a link you can click on in 2 of them. So
so it needs to be clickable PDF. Okay. So, and then somebody said something too. She was like,
the fit bump, not the fist bump. I did see that.
Okay, and if you edit that and save it, it'll automatically save. Or I can do it. It's like a letter. You shared it with me. I can do that. Yeah, but everything was really good. Awesome. And then Liz says she's going to share a podcast. Share it with us all. Okay, so Alicia, what are your roadblocks and your wins?
She's muted.
I think we're trying to unmute you at the same time. I'm sorry. I'll let you do it. Are you there? Bye, Felicia. There you go. Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. I think I struggle most with inviting. I can get the conversation started. It's just kind of turning them into that. And then my win is also my followers. I've been doing that power hour and I've almost doubled mine as well. And I've started a lot of good conversations on Instagram.
Yeah, Felicia has been killing that networking power hour that we did a couple weeks ago, and she's been like super regular at it and has been starting really great conversations. So who has so congrats to you for doubling your following. That's super exciting. Who has tips for Felicia about getting to the invite from a conversation? Go for it.
So you have to direct the conversation where you want it to go. So like lately I've been talking to a lot of people about mental health disorders and like mental health. And I always say like, I kind of use the feel, felt, found in these conversations and say like, I totally understand how you feel. I used to have panic attacks about 3 to 4 times a week. I really struggled with it. And I felt like there was really no solution. But what I've found is I've started working out and really taking care of my lifestyle for about the past year. And I haven't had a panic attack in a few months. I can't even remember the last one. And it's really just made a huge difference. Have you found anything like that for yourself?
Okay.
Or if like you kind of steer the conversation in the direction you want it to go. And I always, if I can't steer it in the direction, I always say, hey, before I hop off, I have to let you know because I'd feel silly not, but I have a challenge group, or I have a fitness challenge that's starting in a couple weeks. And I was just curious if you might want to grab a few more details about it because I know it's going to be pretty epic.
Okay.
That's worked out well for me too. I'm trying to think of what other like phrases have helped.
I like to try to think of it too. When you get to a point where you're like, okay, yes, I say, instead of being like, so how's the weather? Like, just be like, girl, it was so good to catch up. Like, seriously, sometimes I feel like I just talk to little people all day long. So it's really great to have human interaction. And I don't know what you're doing for your workouts these days, but I don't know if you've seen, I've literally been having so much fun working out from home, and I have a bunch of people I check in with. And would you want to be my accountability buddy? Like, just seriously, so simple, straight to the point. Like, what are you doing for workouts these days? Like, do you want to join me? All I have to say is no. Like, and you didn't be like, hey, do you want to give me your credit card number? So they're not going to be like personally offended or anything, you know? So I think it's like, also what personal development are you guys all doing? Can you post in the chat? And Felicia, what personal development are you doing right now?
The compound effect, but I switched from that, and I do a lot of sobriety development and reading. I don't follow AA, so it's kind of hard to put stuff out there. A lot of people do. So I'm trying to follow something that's similar to that and go from there.
Talk to Melissa, my sister, too, about what personal development has really spoke to her about that too. For those of you that haven't seen Felicia's story, she literally was in the hospital. Like, her doctors like didn't know if she was going to make it from alcohol. And so she has such an inspiring like sobriety journey. And yeah, they basically told her that she wasn't going to make it. And she has a almost 2-year-old now. And you know, just such a cool story. So wait, let me get any other questions or roadblocks that you need help with, and a win. The win was the following, but any other roadblocks?
No, that's it. Just inviting. I think I just got to get out of my own head.
Yeah.
And
really good.
My first Zoom meeting to talk about coaching with hopefully somebody that's going to join. So
you have a Zoom meeting scheduled
for Monday? Yeah. She wants to ask a lot of questions, so I said, well, how about we do this?
That's great.
Yeah, I just saw the message before I hopped on, so I have my first meeting on Monday.
That is so exciting. Please use me if you have any questions. What I do with people is I say, I'm so excited to hop on together. Let me send you this 10-minute video that explains all of the most frequently asked questions before we hop on. And then after that, any other questions you have, we'll chat. And I'll post it in our Elite Push because I have it as a text replacement. What is it called? Coach Vid. I just type in Coach Vid and it comes up, and it's literally a 10-minute of like the most frequently asked questions for coaching that I send to people before I talk to them, because I want that third-party tool to do the talking for me.
Okay.
And watch it yourself too, so you know like what it covers. But that'll help with some of the questions too.
Okay, that'll work.
So, but yay, that is so exciting. I'm so proud of you. Let me know if you need anything.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Now here is your homework for the week. You guys are going to buddy up over the next, so there's 6 of you, and then we have Chelsea and Crystal. There's a couple other, I know there's Emily, there's a couple other people. So you have over the next couple weeks, I would love for you to do like a coach of the week highlight. And you don't have to be like, this is my sister coach, this is da-da-da. You are going to highlight each other. So what you're going to do is you're going to buddy up with somebody this week. And if you want to just all post it on one page, you guys can like connect or whatever. You're going to talk about all of the successes you've had with how much weight you've lost, what you've gained with coaching, you know, whether it be emotionally, like physically, whatever. You're going to talk about the success that you've had, the things that you've been, how it's changed you, so that somebody can make a post using your testimonial. And you're going to be like, Coach of the Week Spotlight, I have to shout out my tribe of coaches that are absolutely killing it. You do not have to say, this is not my personally sponsored coach. It is you showing up in a way that is going to be like, oh, look at her. She's got a team together. So I want you all to do that. What makes most sense, this is where I struggle as a leader, is organization. So what makes most sense for you guys to do that? Should I just make one post in the the group for the Elite Push group and say, hey, post your testimonials below. You guys can pair yourselves up. Okay, I'll let you do that. Anytime you see anything I can be doing in a better organized fashion, please let me know. I did make number one struggle. What were you going to say, Priscilla? Was it you?
And the questions to answer, because I write better if I'm answering a question.
Right. Okay, so I will write it in the post and you can respond. And then maybe write like a fun fact or something about you too, or if you want to write something like one sentence or something that somebody can literally quote you or something like that, feel free to do it. I'll make it all in the post so you can see. But I'll do that. I want you guys all to pair up.
So, question, because my brain is all over the place. So you want us to post on our social media a coach like highlight, and then in the group you want us to post about ourselves?
So that one of your coaches can use it as for theirs.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure I clarified with. Okay.
So then that gives you something that you can literally over the next 6 weeks have a coach spotlight, and it makes you look like a badass leader that you have all these coaches, and nobody needs to know they're not, we're on the same team anyway. So I really think just like posting like that 5-star coach that you can be is where you're going to attract those people. Like, not like, will you join my team pretty please? Like, it's just like, I run a rock star team of coaches. I'm so excited for you to join us. Like, that's just the vibe you have to put out. So any other questions or anything you guys need help with before we hop on? Okay, I will make a post in the team page, and then I'm going to pool the winners of the flash sale and make those graphics to like right now. I'm going to do both of those things. Anything else that somebody knows that I'm forgetting about? I'm sure there is, so if you think of anything, just let me know. Alicia messaged me today, and she was like, oh, did I get I'm like, oh, crap, did I miss another call? What happened? So glad that didn't happen. All right, let me end the recording.